Hey, what's going on, guys? Callahan here, the plant charmer. The weather is really warm. I know I keep saying this, but hey, you know what? It's warm. So today we're picking up some radishes that are ready. I'll show you guys how we harvest those, clean those, and we'll take a closer look. All right, so if you guys remember, we did plant some radishes. It was a couple weeks back, maybe 4 or 5 weeks ago. It was pretty cool. So of course germination has not been as good as we wanted to. This is what my wife does when I'm not looking, by the way. She just takes these strawberry plants that I've discarded and plants them in random spots, thinking I'm not going to notice. So we've planted radishes a couple weeks back. They germinated. The weather kind of made them grow not too quickly. It's picked up really by a lot lately in the last few days in terms of weather. So I want to show you guys. We've got these really nice little orbs or red gems here. So that's going to be a couple of our radishes here. I'm going to show you guys some more of these bulbs. Some of them are protruding from the ground more than others. That's going to be attributed to depth of planting, but a good majority of them are actually ready. So look at this guy, it's coming out of the ground like completely. Now, as I said, whatever spots are not don't have any plants in, we had subpar germination. That's what happens when you plant really early and you give yourself an extra season and you direct seed. Some of the stuff is not going to germinate, so it's okay. We'll take the earliness in exchange for a couple less plants. But today I'm going to harvest this because we need the space to grow something else. So let's go. All right, so one thing I like to do when I'm harvesting radishes, because they are very sensitive to heat and dehydration like a lot of plants, I like to fill up a small bucket full of water. In this case, it's just a regular ice cream tub. What I'm saying, cold water, by the way, it doesn't need to be like coming out of the fridge. Coming out of your water hose is just cold enough. We just don't want these radishes to be in shock when we harvest them. So we're just gonna dunk them into this thing here and let's get started. So I'm gonna pull all the plants, by the way, because I want the space to do something else. So some of the radishes, like this tiny guy here, just gonna go in the compost bin. I mean, below this size, we're not really interested in harvesting. So normally if we plant in warm weather, then they would all come up at the same time, all grow at the same time, and they will all have the same size. So let's just put this little guy here in our bucket of water. And let's just carry on. Notice how easy it is to actually remove them, because peat moss is actually very friable, and it's a very fluffy medium. I can just pull them out like this, and it's actually pretty quick. So back in the bucket. This guy is not very big. We're gonna pick this guy also, and this guy is either completely hidden or there's nothing underneath. Okay, there's like a tiny radish there, so we can keep it. Just dunk that in the water again. Harvest this radish right here. This guy is worthy of the compost bin, so it's gone. Here's another radish, another one, and another one. Compost bin, compost bin. This is not huge, but it's big enough. Let's harvest this. So as you guys can see, these radishes are pretty nice. Actually, let me just give them a quick rinse. We're gonna have another better look once I wash them later, but as you can see, they're pretty good looking. None of them are cracked. Cracking and splitting is due to radishes being too old, or being watered irregularly, or watered just too much. So you really got to pick them before they actually start to swell too much, and when they get too big, they start tasting bad anyway. So look at these guys. So they're pretty much all the same size, all the same shape. I mean, that's something we like. So let's put that back in the bucket and finish harvesting our couple of radishes left. This guy is tiny, but we'll keep it. This guy is good size, good size, good size, good size. Tiny plant that doesn't have anything on. Good size right here, and a small one here, and one last small there. Now notice that my neighbors don't really take care of their yard, so there's all this overgrown stuff on their side, which is kind of shading my gutter a little bit also. So that could be something that contributes to some of the radishes being smaller. So let's just go ahead and put that in the water, and we're gonna go and wash this, and I'll show you guys what they look like once they're actually washed. You'll see they look much better. All right, so our radishes are all lined up here. We're going to put our little watering gun on the flat setting here in order to get a pretty mild but pressurized jet of water and give these guys a little bit of a washing. So remove all that dirt, remove all that perlite, remove anything that's basically not going to be eaten. So, but as you can see, they already look much better. So just keep going like this. If you want, you could also dunk them into a little tote full of water and then wash them that way. But we're gonna have to turn them around and wash the other side anyway. So I'm just gonna do the little finishing touches and we'll have a closer look at this crop we just harvested. Our radishes are all clean and looking nice. And look at that. It's a small bunch. We usually harvest much larger bunches of radishes than this. But like I said, you know, we planted early. We wanted to get early results. So, but yeah, these radishes are all nice. Not a single one of them is cracked. They're all very regular in shape. I think I've seen one with a bit of an anomaly on it, but except for that, the radishes are just great looking. So we're really happy about that. We're going to enjoy these in nice salads or just eat them fresh. You could also dip them, by the way, in a balsamic type of salad dressing and just eat them like that. They make a really nice snack. Now, our gutter is empty. Got a couple of small weeds in there that made their way in. Nothing to worry about. So what we're going to do with this gutter is we're either going to plant strawberries or we're going to plant a double row of radishes. Now, normally you'd fit about 30 to 40 radishes if you do a single row in a 10-foot gutter, but what I'm trying to do here is to plant 80 radishes in a single gutter. So you guys might want to check that out. I'm going to be planting them and I'll be making videos on that, of course. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Again, my name is Khaled, the plant charmer. I'm holding the camera at a really awkward angle, so I'm not going to do this for very long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you grow great radishes this season. I'll see you next time. Until then, keep it green, yo.